Hey guys! Oh my god, do I have food in my teeth? I have kale in my teeth. So much for that. I kind of just woke up, I'll be honest with you guys. I had you guys take the poll and you were saying that between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. was the best time for me to go live, and I was like, why did I even offer that? But whatever, I'm glad that that's the best time for you guys, and I woke my ass up, and I'm here to do Manifest with me in March. I'm here to share the first episode of my manifestation techniques. So I'm going live every single day, hopefully in the morning, maybe sometimes in the evening, and I will be sharing my manifestation techniques. And I will also be doing webinars on the weekend. So weekend webinars for free, and all of it will be posted to my YouTube. So this video will be posted to my YouTube. The rest of the videos will be posted to my YouTube, and pretty much my YouTube will be blown up with content on how to manifest. So today is the first episode. Maybe at the end of this, I will answer questions using my intuition. But first of all, you guys are probably wondering why I'm coming at you guys in my bath. So yeah, I'm in my bath. And this is because today is a full moon. And it is the first day of my rituals I like to start for manifesting. So I have kale, just kale everywhere. Oh my god. Anyways, today is a really important day. It's the full moon, and the thing about the full moon is it's a really good day to let go and release any resistance or anything that's holding you back. Maybe the couple days before this full moon, you've been crying, or there's been like emotions coming up, or you've been feeling like energy, or like things from your past might be coming up. Yesterday, all of a sudden, I just thought of this person from my past and almost started crying out of nowhere. And I was just like, oh my god, this is totally the full moon. I looked up in the sky and the moon was huge, and I was just like, it's you! But, you don't want to run from that. If it's coming up, you want to like allow it and ask like, what's going on with this? I like to treat anything in my path as if it's my teacher or my guide. So even if it's my anxiety or my fear or my worries, I will treat that as if it's my guide, and I will learn from it. So, oh, you guys are so sweet. You're like, you look beautiful. I love your smile. Thanks, you guys are so sweet. Lipstick and fake eyelashes go a long way. I don't have any other makeup on. Maybe a little bit of blush. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing makeup tutorials really soon on my channel. ASMR makeup tutorials. Don't you guys love to chill out and watch makeup tutorials before you go to bed? So I'm gonna make you these relaxing, chill makeup videos where I do makeup on another person. And it's gonna be super chill. It'll help you fall asleep, and you can actually learn from it. So anyways, manifest with me in March. Today is the full moon. I'm in my bath because I like to take a bath on the full moon. A shower also works, to do a ritual of release. And we want to prime ourselves. We're going to spend the next 2 weeks, every single day, priming ourselves to manifest on the new moon in March. So the new moon is 2 weeks away, and it's the full moon now. So we're not really trying to think just yet about what we want to manifest. Maybe you already know, like, I want to manifest more cash, or I want to manifest a new job, or I want to manifest a new home. So maybe you already have that in your mind, but don't worry just yet about what you want to manifest. What I want you to do is release, like think back on your whole life and think about the times that you feel like the universe has let you down. I want you to think about the times that you felt like there was no hope. All the times that you felt limited, all the times that you felt like something just wasn't gonna come through. And I want you to know, like, to actually think about how sometimes when the universe doesn't send you a manifestation, or it doesn't send you something you're asking for, or it like lets you down, sometimes it ends up being a blessing. For instance, I used to pray all the time when I was little, like for certain things in my life, like a horse, or like a specific boyfriend or something. But later, maybe 20 years later, I find out that specific guy I was praying about, wanting to connect with, ends up being a total bum and, whatever. And maybe obviously maybe I couldn't take a horse with me now, traveling and doing all the things I want to do. So I'm looking back, realizing there were times the universe said no to me for things I asked for and things I wanted, that they just weren't right for me, and maybe it wasn't the right time. So realize that there have been times you probably asked for things and haven't gotten them. Maybe you wished on a star or something, it didn't happen. And so those things over time can loosen our faith and can help make us feel like it's not going to happen, it's not going to come. So what's the point of, asking for something? What's the point of trying this? And over time, I got really jaded and I got really disillusioned because, I don't know, I was broke, I was working in this job that wasn't serving me, I was exhausted, I was fighting with my partner, things just weren't going my way. And, what did I want? I want to be a millionaire. I wanted to be on some island somewhere doing nothing, sipping pina coladas. Everyone wants that, the good life, and if you have the good life now, if you've manifested what your dream, amazing. I feel like I've just barely started manifesting my dreams. I followed these tips, I followed these techniques I found, and it worked. And that's why I'm sharing it with you guys. But it all starts with being willing to let go of all the times that the universe has let you down. Being willing to let go of your doubt, being willing to let go of your insecurities, and also being willing to be worthy. Realize you're worthy. Sometimes the universe doesn't bless us because we're not willing to dream. We're not willing to ask for more. So I want you guys to really get primed, and we're going to be priming over the next 2 weeks so that you can feel worthy and you can feel free to ask for whatever you want, whatever your heart desires. And that's why we're doing Manifest with me, because you guys are going to manifest and you're going to see, I'm going to be very vulnerable with you, and I'm going to tell you guys exactly what I'm manifesting. I'm going to walk you guys through the process from beginning to start of me actually manifesting these things out of nothing into something. That's what manifestation is. And you know what, you guys? It's not impossible, because think about you. That's how you got here. You started as what? Just like the sperm and the egg? And out of nothing comes something. And I feel like it's almost like a star being born or a galaxy being born. Manifestation, it's like this big energy harnessing, and then it's this explosion. So that's what we're talking about here. I'm very excited for it. And today, the main thing I want you guys to take away from this is that, just remember that if there's been times you've been let down in the past, maybe it was the universe saving you from something. Maybe it was because it wasn't the right time yet. Everything in life has a cycle, has a season, and so we really need to let go of expectations. It's okay to put what we want out there and to try to manifest that, but we have to let go of the expectations and let it come in its own natural timing. So I'm here in my bath once again, and I want you guys to take a bath or to take a shower today if you can, or if you can't, just wash your hands in water and to imagine the water cleansing you from all of the doubt, all of the fear, all of the frustration, all the times in the past that you didn't get what you want, and to start helping it prime you and get you ready to manifest. Because what we're going to do is we're going to work up the courage and we're going to work up the confidence to ask for some things. And guys, it really doesn't take very much. I'm going to walk you guys through the whole process every day. Just hang out with me. It's going to be chill. It starts with being in a bath. What we're using the law of attraction, and we're also using the technique as within, so without. So if we work on our inner selves, we spend this time manifesting and working on our inner selves, we can manifest something in our outer life and actual changes. So stick with me, you guys. I'm so excited. Take a bath, take a shower today, wash your hands, and say an affirmation. I am worthy, and I let go of all the things that no longer serve me, that are blocking my manifestations and blocking my miracles. Go look at the full moon tonight and say a prayer, do a ritual. Don't ask for anything, just let go of anything that's coming up, any pain, any sorrow, any just frustration. any worries. I feel like there's a lot of worry coming up. I can just feel worry and fear and insecurity. I can feel it in myself, and I can feel it in you guys. And just allow the full moon to just take it from you, and say gratitude too. Like, try to find things to like authentically be thankful for. Think about the things you've already manifested that have come into your life. I mean, I remember when I used to live in this horrible little rundown apartment, and I was dreaming of having like a big jacuzzi tub like this. So another reason that I'm filming this in my tub is because I wanted to show you guys I manifested this tub. So I want you guys to know nothing's impossible. You can and you can ask for whatever you want, whether it's a jacuzzi tub or like, you know, you want more money or like whatever it is. Like, don't be afraid. So start thinking about that. Start thinking about how worthy you are. Start thinking about this idea of like how powerful you are, that you're co-creating with the universe, that you have the ability to like call energy to you to manifest. And ask yourself, start like questioning, like, what if I could manifest anything I want? What if it could be simple? What if I didn't have to fight? What if I didn't have to struggle? What if it was just a little bit of work I had to do on myself? And like, you know, so I'm excited to share this with you guys. It's going to be bomb. And now what I want to do is I want to open this up to your questions. I don't have my cards with me, but I'm in the bathtub and I'm an Aquarius. I'm in the water, and like I feel like all my angels and guides are around me, and I can totally answer questions. So if you guys have any questions about manifesting or about anything, like anything you would normally ask me if you wanted a card reading, I can answer right now. So Chelsea Starlight says, Aquarius in the water, like sun on a plant. Yeah, I'm so happy. This is my happy place. So you guys, do you have any questions? I'll answer your questions. If you guys have any questions. Any questions you have about like your love life or about like anything. There's only like 6 people here now, probably because I wasn't answering questions. But hey, I'm answering questions now. Anybody want to know anything about what's going to happen for them the next week, or anything about your love life you want to know? Do you want to know, are they going to stay? Should you stay? Should you go? Let me know. Write your questions. I'll wait for questions. If nobody has a question, I'll probably peace out. But, okay. St. Morticia has, I'm thinking if I will be able to go abroad this year, either for studies or something else. I really just want to go out and live. Okay, so I think I'm checking in with myself. Okay, so it's really interesting. When I closed my eyes, I saw a globe, and I definitely see travel for you, St. Morticia. And you know what's funny? You just said you're nervous as heck. I'm nervous too. I'm actually going to be traveling a lot this year, probably the whole year. And I know what that feels like, that you're feeling like you're being called to go somewhere. And this is what I say, like sometimes the universe calls you to go somewhere. Sometimes it calls you to take a risk and to take a leap of faith. And sometimes you don't always know all the answers, and like everything isn't certain. You just know, like, I have to go to this place. I've been dreaming about it. I've been thinking about it. I keep seeing signs everywhere. People have been mentioning it, this place. It's like, you just know when you're being called to go somewhere. So if that's the case, you have to go. You have to trust yourself. And I'm seeing like this need for you to just be open to opportunity and be open to whatever wants to come through for you right now, if that makes sense. So yeah, I see the fear because there's a lot of stigma, I guess, about travel, and there's many people who have different opinions about it. And some people think like, oh, it's a waste of money. Some people think like, why would you go somewhere when everything you need is right here? Or, you know, so I got a lot of that when I was telling people I was going to travel. So people judge, and like everyone's got their own opinion, but I feel like you need to go and trust yourself, because I feel like travel is going to be a big part of your life too. That's funny. St. Morticia says, thank you. I'm a Sagittarius and my heart is always a restless wanderer. Me too. I get bored if I live somewhere more than a year, and I'm realizing, you know what? Fine. If that's how I feel, I'm going to just take the path of least resistance, and I'm going to travel instead of like living somewhere for a long time. And then when I get bored of that, I'll do whatever my guidance is telling me to do. So whatever your guidance tells you to do, just do it. Trust yourself to be logical and to make good decisions. Obviously, there's a part of us that wants to wander, that wants to be a free spirit. Just balance yourself with your logic and you'll be fine. That's what I'm realizing, leap in the net will appear, and use your logic as well, and you'll be safe. Okay, Adri Lilick 07. What is my next step? I'm feeling anxiety. The first thing that came to me was trust. I'm just like, well, that's basic, universe. Can you give us something else? Trust, that's a given. Something about movement is coming through for you. It's like you need to do something to move forward, anything to move forward, anything to stir up the momentum. I feel like the anxiety you're having, the energy that's coming up, because I'm tapping into you right now, I feel it like it's an emotion that wants to come up. It's a creative energy, and you're feeling all this anxiety because you're not using it, like you're not giving that energy an outlet. So you could do something as simple as going to the craft store and getting some supplies and following your intuition to make a project or something. Maybe you've been putting something off, because I feel like the anxiety could be resistance. Like there's something you're supposed to be doing. Like you have a purpose, you have a mission, you have like talents and you have gifts. And I find that whenever I'm not moving forward with my talents and gifts, and I'm not being open to guidance from the universe, and I just get stuck in a routine and I'm not expanding, I'm not growing, I start getting lots of anxiety. It's not like you've got to change all the time and be going cray and painting like a maniac or anything, but trying to take active steps to move forward. If you have a dream, if you have a different vision for your life, trying to find little ways to create it, step by step. Adri Lilick, you want to move away? Yeah, I just feel like I feel like I know where you're at. You want to move, but it's a lot. It's daunting thinking of saving up all the money, and you're like, how am I going to get the job over there, and what's it going to be like? And like you're in this familiar place, and it's hard to leave that. And I was there. I worked in this job, and I lived in this small town for like 12 years. And eventually it was time for me to quit that job and to move to the city to follow my dream of being a fashion stylist. And as you guys all know, that worked out so well. I'm proud to say that I am a fashion stylist now, and I freelance, and I'm getting a lot of work, and I'm doing the lifestyle I love all the time. It just took little by little, step by step, and it started with a dream, and it started with making a mood board. So Adri Lilick, why don't you make a mood board? Instead of, you're terrified about this change, but why not just let go of the fears of how this is going to come together and not worry about that? This is a big manifestation tip. And why not go on Pinterest and make a mood board of what your apartment you want it to look like, and what city you want to live in, and the places you want to go, and the outfits you want to wear, and maybe you'll change your hair when you move there. So put pictures of the haircut you want to get, and the kind of the color palette, pick out the color palette for your new apartment. And spend some time, not a lot of time, but maybe every day, 10 minutes pinning to the mood board, and just start creating feelings and cultivating feelings of excitement and happiness and anything can happen kind of vibes, and then just see how the universe helps you fill in those details. That's what I did when I moved to LA. I felt like I was in a hopeless situation. I was living in this rundown apartment, and I was barely keeping the lights on and food on my table, but I had this dream of moving to the city, and I did. I saved up dollar by dollar, even though I'm a shopping addict, which I've worked on that. Somehow I managed to shop less and save more, and little by little I did, over the course of a year, I think, save up to move, and it worked out, and it was so exciting, and I ended up manifesting an apartment that looked just like the one on my Pinterest board, and it was cool. So just have a dream, Adri Lilick. Even if you're scared, you can still have a dream, and focus on what you need to do now in the present. Focus on you might need to work. You might not really like where you're living. There might be a lot of resistance, but just keep telling yourself, soon I'm going to be there. Soon, I'm working towards my dream. I'm not lost. I'm not hopeless. I'm not stuck here. I'm working towards it. I have a dream. I'm moving forward. I have sometimes all you need is a vision, you guys. Just remind yourself, I have a dream. That's all you need to move forward. So I'm going to answer one more question, and then I'm going to finish my bath. So Veronica 2, can you please tell me what's waiting on me in my love life this year? Veronica, hang on. Veronica. Okay. I see 3 people. So Veronica, I see 3 people coming in this year for you. 3. And I feel like one of them is going to be a long-term relationship and commitment. Another one of them, I don't know if it's the first one. I can't tell the order. I feel like there will be some commitment from 2 of them, and one of them is just someone you're going to date and like it's going to fizzle out. So basically, I feel like that helps, Veronica, because you've been feeling like it's just been nothing and you haven't had any game and you're just like, what's going on here? But I feel like there's going to be a lot of connection, and they're telling you to be open, because obviously now you know that there's 3 people. One of them might be one that you end up with long term. You don't want to rule someone out. You don't want to rule the first person out just because you think they might not be the one. You just want to be open to whoever these people are that are coming in. Each one of them has like a lesson for you. And yeah, that's just what I'm getting. So Silent Eyes 444, can you tell me something about my life? I've tapped into your energy before, so hang on. The first thing that comes to mind is big changes, Silent Eyes 444. So big changes. And I feel like it's because you're going through a spiritual awakening. I feel like you're starting to open more to perhaps your life has a bigger purpose. Perhaps you have gifts and talents for a reason. Perhaps you have more to offer. Perhaps life has more to offer you. So I see like you're in this place where you really want to engage with life more, and you're looking for ways to create. And I feel like the most important thing right now for you is connection. You need to get connected with other people that can understand you and your mindset. And that's what happened for me with my spiritual awakening. It's not like I needed to go meet a bunch of friends who were psychic and spiritual, but I just needed to meet people that I could be myself around. And that's so important, is being able to be yourself. I'm gonna sit up. This is like getting uncomfortable. It's important, like being able to be yourself around certain people. And I feel like you're changing so much and the people around you can't really handle the change. And so you're looking for a way to kind of like, I just feel like you need new energy. And so meeting people on the internet is like awesome, you know, it's a good way to get started. Obviously you're here, and join my Facebook group, because I'm hoping you guys can like meet each other and engage more and like get to know each other. And I'm hoping that will be a way you guys can like connect and make friendships. But I just feel like friendship is needed, connection is needed, and I feel like that's gonna help you not feel so alone. And I like to connect with people via the internet, obviously. Like I've met people in Facebook groups before. I've met people, I think it's a lot easier when you live in a city, because you can hit someone up, you can kind of lurk them, you can see like, oh, we have friends in common. And then it's easy to ask the person to go to coffee or to just meet up with you or to do a project, because it's like you guys already know each other mutually. But I don't know, you can use the internet to meet people safely. Always be safe on the internet. And then there's apps, like there's this meetup app, like meetup groups, where you can like meet groups of people. Like try to like take a pottery class, you know, take a gym class. Try to find ways to like be proactive and put yourself out there. It's going to be annoying at first because you're going to have to make a lot of effort. But if you can just join some kind of group, some kind of club, just get out there, do something, some kind of event, you will meet friends. And yeah, it's always worth it. Okay, so ecstatic my mood. So I've been reading, you're saying you're really anxious while studying. You want to concentrate, but you just can't, and you tend to postpone your work. I did this for years. Oh my God. I self-sabotaged so many opportunities doing that, like being anxious, postponing your work, you can't concentrate. So, okay, look, I'm not a doctor, I can't diagnose you, but I just want to level with you and tell you that I understand what that's like because I've been diagnosed with ADHD. So it's kind of hard to like pay attention, and it was hard for me in school too, like studying and trying to focus. And some personal tips that helped me were, first of all, getting up early and doing your homework between the times of 5 a.m. and 8 a.m. And it totally sucks, especially if you're living that college life and you like to go out and party. But if you can, a couple days a week, get up at 5, just wake yourself up and study. And it's the weirdest thing, but that's how I ended up getting straight A's in college. And it was crazy, like something about getting up early in the morning, and that way you have the rest of your day ahead of you and the knowledge gets in your brain. I see that like you're cramming too much. You try to cram at the last minute, and a little bit of day is going to go far for you. So set your timer on your phone for 20 minutes and be like, these 20 minutes I'm doing my homework, and then whatever, I'm going to do whatever the heck else I want. And then set your timer again, another 20 minutes, and just give yourself like little chunks of time to focus on it, and then tell yourself the rest of the time you can do whatever you want. That way you don't feel guilty for procrastinating. That way you schedule in time for you to just, scroll on the internet or just do whatever it is you're doing, so that you don't feel like a failure. These are a lot of tips I've learned, but they're also coming through as like a message for you. Like, scheduling is going to help you. Making lists is going to help you. It's just a little bit of organization. So you can go really far by just waking up early and setting a timer on your phone for your homework. You also need to ask yourself, are you really supposed to be in school? Because like something I realized is like I couldn't pay attention to my studies because I really wasn't supposed to be there. So what are you doing when you're procrastinating? My question is, ecstatic my mood. What are you doing when you're procrastinating? What Instagrams are you going on? What websites are you going on? Are you going on fashion websites? Are you going on food websites? Whatever that is, that's what you're supposed to be doing with your life. And you know what I did when I was procrastinating from my work in school? I was going on style.com. I was lurking all these bloggers. I wanted to do fashion. And so eventually I dropped out of school and I did that. And it worked out for me. I'm not telling you to drop out. I mean, I'm feeling like for you, it could go either way. I feel like you could stay in school. It would help you with what you want to do long term. Or you could also take a non-traditional path. You could be more of an entrepreneur if you want. The choice is up to you. But ask yourself, is this just a need for more organization here? And to plan around the fact that you procrastinate and self-sabotage? Or is it like you need to not be in school? So just trust yourself there. And you just need to be real with yourself. Just tell yourself, you know what? I'm the queen of procrastination. I'm going to self-sabotage. Know thyself. If you know yourself and you're aware, then it's okay. And just awareness is key. Like being aware of when you're doing it. Catch yourself. Like, you'd be like, oh wow, I set the timer and I still didn't do my homework. Well, all right, that's okay. I'm going to try it again next time. Like, just be aware and, like, don't dissociate. Like, call yourself out and it will help. So I hope that helps you. Okay, I'm going to answer one more because you guys, it's because I'm in the water. Because I'm in the water. That's why. So Cassie LaForme. Promise I'm having trouble finding my life purpose. I thought I knew, but I'm not so sure I want the same things I originally did. That's a hard one. I mean, I know what that's like. Sometimes something new comes into your life. Sometimes someone new comes into your life. Your life can change at a moment's notice. You might realize all of a sudden you have a new passion and you have a new talent that you've never discovered. Like, for instance, a couple years ago, I picked up a paintbrush and started painting, and I had no idea that was going to turn into like this path for me with getting my work in galleries and inspiring other artists. It's crazy. Like, you just never know. So I feel like actually for you, this is going to be very good. Cassie, I feel like you are in this space of like emptiness, and it's like this beautiful blank canvas, and you can paint anything you want on it. So maybe instead of looking at your situation as like less fortunate and like confusing and hopeless, look at your situation as an opportunity, because you truly have an opportunity. You don't know what you want. It's a blank canvas. You can really do anything. So maybe it's time for you to get to know yourself all over again. Maybe you've changed over the years, and like you said, you don't want the same things you originally did. So all that's left to do is to just have fun, enjoy your life, and have different experiences, and start seeing what you like. So if you're attracted to something, why not try it out? You know, if you're constantly lurking all these girls online who are doing like body positive Instagram and posting all these pictures and outfits, and like, you're like, I want to do that. Like, why not, like, you know, go outside with your camera and take some photos and try it out. Obviously I'm talking from my own personal experience, because I'm kind of working on that right now. It's fun. Maybe you're being given guidance to, like, you want to meet new people and like try new things and like network and get in a new social circle. So I don't know, I see you hanging out with new people. I see you like traveling, definitely traveling, because I feel like when you travel, it's going to help you kind of broaden your perspective a little bit, and seeing more of the world will also be very inspiring for you. And going out into nature is also going to help, because it helps me. Every time I go out into nature, I get these big ideas. I get these big inspirations. And I feel like that's going to be something that's going to help you a lot, is going out into nature. And they're saying whatever these ideas you're getting, whatever the inspiration is, you should do it, because I feel like you are kind of stuck, because all the ideas you've had so far are ideas that are safe. I feel like the ideas you've chosen are just like safe ideas. I feel like you need to start choosing things that scare you and try that first, because I feel like you do have things you want deep down, but you're afraid, because it's like gonna cause you to be very vulnerable, or to put yourself out there to take a big risk. And it's like there's this fear of like starting at the bottom and letting other people see you start at the bottom. And I'm seeing you just need to let go of what other people think. Don't care who's watching, and just have fun. Try new things. Try skydiving. Try underwater basket weaving. Try whatever. Like, become like a child again. And that's also one more message I have for you, is to think back to childhood. Think about the things that you did when you were, 7, 8, 9, 10, the kind of activities and hobbies and interests you had and that you naturally gravitated towards when you were that age. And I feel like maybe you missed something. Maybe there was something you wanted to do or try that you never did, and that's what you need to go back to. So you do have a purpose. You're finding it. I want to remind you that you're exactly where you're supposed to be on the path. Everything is happening in divine right timing, and it's sometimes we feel a little bit lost, but you're always on the path. So don't worry, you're still on the path. So I hope that helps, Cassie. And I want to answer one more, because I'm on a roll. Okay, Monica Verdi 9691. Promise. How do I attract the right kind of people who would help you unite with your life purpose? All right. So how are you going to attract the right people? I've been working on this, okay? I've had some success with this. Shout out to Chelsea Starlight, who's watching, who's one of my friends that I attracted. And first of all, if you want to attract the right people, you have to remember that you attract what you are. So you attract what you are. So if you're attracting people that are gossiping, that are like putting you down, that are talking behind your back, that are saying things like, nah, you can't do it, that are naysayers, that are devil's advocates, that are complaining all the time, that are negativity, that are drama, that argue with you, maybe that's what's going on inside of you. Maybe inside of you, like, you're talking bad about yourself, or you have these toxic things you got to let go of. So I had a lot of that going on, and I used to have a lot of friends that like were very, very toxic. And over time, like, the first thing I had to do was just like realize, like, oh shit, like, this is toxic, I'm part of it too. So I had to kind of distance myself from some people. And I had to some people I just kind of grew apart from naturally. Other people I just kind of stopped talking to. And I took some time by myself to really search myself and think okay, so I attracted this into my life. Where's this coming from inside of me? And needless to say, I did a lot of work. I personally needed a lot of work. I didn't know that boundaries were a thing. I didn't know how to have healthy boundaries. So we're going to talk about that here on the YouTube sometime. Google it, YouTube it. There's a ton of information. Spend hours educating yourself on how to have healthy boundaries. I did this in therapy, and I spent time also researching it. And it helped me realize the red flags of people who are psychopaths, people who are narcissists, people who like to take advantage of people who are empaths, people who have open hearts, people who are more vulnerable. There's a whole class of people out there that like to prey on people like us. So chances are, if you're an empath, if you're an open heart, if you're very talented, if you're clairvoyant, you probably have had a whole enclave of stalkers or people that are mean to you, bullies, and I've had that. I've had bullies, I've had toxic friends, and it's just narcissists. It's just they're like a moth to a flame with me. So you gotta learn how to have healthy boundaries, how to recognize the signs of people who are toxic, and balance that by not being too judgmental. I don't expect everyone I hang out with to be perfect, but there's a difference between people who are just made an honest mistake and being human, and people who are just assholes. So, and the hard thing with us is we want to help the assholes. We want to fix the assholes. We want to, we just can't. They're hopeless. Some of them are hopeless. We got to send them love and light. We got to bow to their path, and we got to move on. We got to keep distance. So attracting the friends has to do with yourself. You attract what you are, so work on yourself. And also I feel it's having boundaries, knowing that you don't have to be friends with everyone. There's so many people that are going to that are going to try to be your friend, but you only have so much time and so much energy and so much space for so many people in your life. So having boundaries, cutting people off, not giving certain people access to you, not talking about certain subjects with certain people, being very vague around certain people, not telling people your emotions or your life story to certain people. This is all stuff I've been learning, and it's been helping me a lot. And making sure that you can spend time alone, that you're not codependent and needing to be around people all the time. Narcissists can be very codependent, always wanting your time, always wanting your energy, always wanting to be around you, and feeling like they need to have constant access to you. So, don't text the person back right away. Cancel plans and don't explain why. These are things I feel you need to work on. And I feel Monica, there's good people coming into your life. I feel for the very fact that you're asking the question, how can I attract more quality people? It's this is your intention, and I feel the universe is going to send this to you, and maybe you can manifest friends, quality friends with me when we do manifest with me in March. So, yay. Okay. NFAM98 is saying, can I ask about subliminal affirmations and whether it's the same to the law of attraction? So the law of attraction, the subliminal affirmations will help you with the law of attraction, because we were talking about how with the law of attraction you attract what you are. And so working on yourself and working on your inner state and working on your subconscious and your thoughts is obviously going to help you with manifestation. So if you want, let's say you want to manifest $1 million, but inside, deep down, you don't feel like you're worthy, you don't feel like it's possible, you justify the reasons because of this past experience you had that you're still hanging on to, and it still defines you, it's going to be difficult to release resistance and be open to accepting, to receive that thing that wants to come through. Now, if something's for you, it's for you. It's going to come no matter what you do, but we can block things from coming. And so this is where doing the work comes in. So, meditations helps, and the subliminal affirmations. Subliminal affirmations are these things you can put in your ear, and it's like basically subliminal messages like, I am wealthy, I am a millionaire, I am capable of manifesting anything I want, I'm beautiful, I'm worthy. Like that's manifesting, or that's affirmations. And so you can listen to them and they're subliminal so that you don't reject them, because sometimes some of us listen to affirmations and we're just like, bullshit, this is not how I feel, like, you know. So subliminal affirmations are a good way to start, because it just sounds like music playing, or it just sounds like this thing that's buzzing. And you're gonna have, some people have subliminal affirmations here on YouTube, but it's not real. You want to find the best ones you can. I don't really have any recommendations for you guys. As far as affirmations, I love Jason Stevenson. That worked for me. I actually manifested money using Jason Stevenson. So check him out. That's all I know as far as what works, but feel free to suggest in the comments if you've tried any subliminal affirmations that have worked for you. But I hope that helps, and fam. You know, if you did just the subliminal affirmations, I don't know if like just that alone would help you manifest what you want. So stay with me for Manifest in March, because I'm going to give you guys the whole process and the whole technique. And don't forget, today's lesson and message was about letting go and just opening up, and just being open to the fact that sometimes the universe has a bigger plan, and sometimes the things you ask for don't always come through, and it's not always in the timing that you want, but it is possible to manifest whatever you want. So, all right, you guys, this has been awesome. This has been lit. I need to finish my bath. I'm getting really pruny. And I hope that this first episode helped you. I'm going to post this to my YouTube after, so head over to my YouTube. And those of you guys that have purchased personal readings with me, I am going to finish your personal readings. I've had a lot of people purchase. There was a lot of people in line. If it's been a week or two, that's why. And we're going to get you your personal readings. So I'm sending you guys so much love and light. Peace out. Bye.